Okay, game 2 of game 3 of day 3. Canada versus United States of America. With me still is Martin Paris.
Double shift.
We're on a double shift this evening. And it will be USA center pass. And right how it goes out of bounds. So that's USA first turnover.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting for the fans watching. 2 navy blue kits, well, 2 dark colored kits. Canada is more black than it is navy blue. I'm not going to get in the quabble over colors. I might be colorblind. But for sure, the red lettering is the Canadian team, as we see the goal shooter getting the friendly roll.
Jaden Dean. She opens the count for Canada. So Canada starts to count 1 goal. And they're on the attack again.
Second bite at the cherry.
This time, it's the goal attack, Bings. And Bings makes that one good. USA on the attack.
Wow.
That's Jackson.
And America on the board.
And Jaden Dean, that is goal attack Bings. Now seal that one.
Well, immediately you can see these 2 teams are going at it hammer and tongue, end-to-end stuff.
Yeah.
Quick pace game.
Yeah, both teams evenly balanced. And a lot of intensity here from Canada team. A lot of movement off the ball. And Jaden Dean will pick up that loose ball. Bings goes for it. Doesn't get it into Bings. No. Contact call on the goal defense from United States of America.
She chose to shoot with one leg on.
Yes, and Bing hits that one.
Defying the biomechanics of having a firm platform and shooting with both feet on the ground. Guilty of breaking the plane there.
Yeah, can't afford to give away a center pass like that, but USA will start the attack. On the instructions of umpire Makiba Clark from Barbados. DTs go head to head. And Jackson next. Well done by Nat Jackson. She makes it 4 Canada and 2 USA.
Unobstructed, unguarded.
Free as a bird, as you would say. Jackson makes that one good. If you are now joining us, it's the second game of the evening. And we're into the first quarter, United States of America versus Canada. And Canada leading 4-3. The ball at present is with Canada.
Both these teams were here in 2006 for the last AFNA tournament held in Barbados. I actually came across Mary Webb, the manager of the Canadian team. As I said, I was liaison officer at the previous tournament and got to say a hi. I don't have any allegiance with anybody. I'm quite neutral, just saying hello to some good friends, and lots of friends I made in the world of sport. Mary Webb, the manager of Canada's team, just happened to be one of them.
Kudos to her. But USA continue to throw the ball away in their own attacking third, but the ball is with Canada. And Canada will come away to the center court.
Of course, as the announcer said,
Dean pulls out for it. Cannot find her way back in the circle, but contact is called. And Bings add to the count. Good
As
shot
the
there
announcer
by
said
Bings.
earlier, our own Don Small of Barbados now residing and coaching the
Coaching this.
U.S. squad. Memory serves me correct. She was center for Barbados, and she also made it
Yes.
into the West Indies women's netball team.
Very talented, skillful, and exciting players to watch.
Speed to
Don Small,
burn.
yes.
Still looks as though she would take the court and show these youngsters a thing or two.
Good split line there by Jackson.
Fadeaway
Yes.
jumper there. That's not a
Yeah,
netball shot. That's
Jackson
a
and
basketball shot.
Tyndall in the USA shooting circle, dominating. And Tyndall is with the ball now. A long pass over to Jackson. To catch that one low coming in. And Jackson
Somebody
looked
lost
pretty-
their assignment there on defense.
Yeah. Jackson looks fairly comfortable. Long ball out from USA. She looks up. Tap out to the hands by Cole, but it's all about Jackson now.
Will she level this score? There it is.
Yes. Scores level. Even Stevens here. United States of America and Canada. Searching ball there to the center player. Good pass. Top of the circle. And Jackson is there.
What do you call that pass just now? Around the world?
A reverse pass.
She rotated the ball clockwise before passing it, faking me, you, and her opponent. Interesting how the two teams previously different
Different style. altogether
styles of
yeah.
netball.
They're building, they're not going for that long overhead pass. They can't afford to because the goalkeeper from Canada,
Yep.
that's
Amanda Francis.
Francis. Yeah, she is contesting every long ball that goes into Francis.
Similar weight and height.
To Jackson. She contesting every ball that goes into Jackson. So, same height, same weight. So, I don't think they can implement that long pass going into the circle. But the ball is Janadine. Janadine, goal shooter, she's coming out a lot out of the circle. And she can shoot.
Gets a friendly roll. And there's a lot of traffic
So
through these.
Janadine is not afraid to come out and get that ball and go back into the circle.
A lot of traffic in the shooting circles.
Jackson.
Lots of lateral movement versus the renting tile space or real estate of the previous mismatches that you had.
Yeah. Well, US is going for the man-to-man defense. And I think they played it in both of their games. They played the man-to-man defense also against Trinidad and Tobago, where they lost 86-29 to Trinidad and Tobago. And they're implementing the same strategy here, same type of defense, man-to-man defense against Canada. This time it's working. And USA is on the attack.
A lot more communication amongst the teammates in this one. And the benches of both teams are very animated in support.
pass with Frank Jackson. I don't think they should go for that long pass into the circle because the goalkeeper from Canada, Francis, is contesting every long pass that goes into the circle. So they will have to look for a different strategy to get that ball into the circle other than the long overhead pass.
Both teams would have done their homework because they're denying Janudine, who seems to be the, as it would say, purer of the shooters from getting a free shot.
Take this one and being scored, misses, and gets that offensive rebound. Will she score? Yeah, she adds to the account now, and Canada leads by 2 goals. 8 to Canada, 8 to USA, 10 to Canada. With 4 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock, and USA will start the attack.
And Janudine, the Canadian shooter, is not sticking with the traditional remaining inside of the shooting arc.
Definitely
She's
so.
Actually, I don't want to use football terms, but it's like a false nine in football.
Yeah.
She's actually deceiving the defense by coming away from the post.
Correct. She's not going with the post up, still in that ball. She's coming out and giving her tap room to roll into this the shooting circle. She's a very tall player. Out again into the pocket, and she's looking. That's Bings this time. Bing scores. Center pass. That's Jackson. Jackson scores. Bear next.
Canadian center pass here now. No one seemed to have wanted the ball for a bit there, Dennis.
True. Got to increase the ball movement, the movement off the ball. The ball with Janadine.
Didn't like the look.
Rolling. Resets and roll.
Gets her on rebound.
And Janadine makes it good. 12 to Canada, 10 to USA. And 2 minutes, 26 seconds left on the clock.
There you go. So now Nikisha Tyndall.
Tyndall.
Getting
into the game.
A rare shot in.
Yeah.
Well, not that the shot scoring was rare, but
because
the opportunities to
Jackson
score
is
previously.
dominating the circle, and
right.
You know, she's a playmaker and not the goal shooter.
If you take your eyes off of her, she will sneak in the back door and get it.
Will go for this one. Long shot. And she makes it good. Bing scores again. USA. Both teams are playing the man-to-man defense, and I think that they're still USA still.
So really commanding her area. Goalkeeper for Canada.
A lot of tussling and body. You get a lot of contact in the circle between the goalkeeper and Jackson. And also Tyndall is also in there, throwing a lot of bodies in that circle. And Jackson will take it. She misses. And contact call. Jackson scores. Ball with Canada. Free pass to Canada. Long pass in to Janadine, and
possibly the last scoring opportunity.
Yeah. Baines will take it. And she scores.
And after jumping out to that early advantage and catching the USA napping, they managed to hold on to it.
And this is maybe the last attack here for Canada now. It's cocking down, whistle goes. End of game, end of first quarter. Canada leading 14 goals to 12.
At the end of the first quarter,
End of first quarter. Canada leading 14 goals to 12.
Canada lead 14 to 12.
12.
And just in case you're just entering the arena, the first game was won by Grenada 106 to 11 against Argentina. Music, Mr. DJ.
Players getting a much needed break here at the end of a ding-dong first quarter. The same 2 early points that Canada managed to jumpstart USA with. They're holding on to lead by. It's just a matter of time now before USA gets their unit in order, I suppose. The USA team slipped out of the rankings for a bit, so they're trying to get their quota of international encounters in to get that vital world ranking.
Well, Martin, ending the first quarter. I think it's even Stevens here with both teams. I believe they come down to the team that plays the most defense and with the less turnovers in this game that can come up victorious. And we will see what goes on with the marking in both circles. Jackson is dominating in the circle for USA, while we got Janadine and Baines doing a very good job in the circle for Canada. So we will see what will be the outcome of the second quarter.
Canada coming off the 70-28 defeat to hostesses Barbados, and USA going down to Trinidad and Tobago 86-29.
Yeah.
But 29 scored versus 28 scored.
Yeah.
As I say, the stats don't lie, but at the moment,
Yeah.
the edge is with Canada.
Yeah, let's start big. But we'll see.
And of course, you know that long-standing rivalry between those North American neighbors,
Yeah.
even if it's just for bragging rights. Netball Canada and USA Netball. The respective huddles have been completed. Umpires are ready on center court. And the Canadians with Jan Udine having 3 of her 5. 3 goals from 5 attempts in that first quarter. Sarah Binns getting 11 of her 14 attempts, accounting for that first half score of 14-12. Latika Jackson of USA getting 11 of her 12, and Nikisha Tyndall getting one of her 2 attempts.
Well, kind on the attack. Let's see if they can extend the lead. And it does it now. And USA will have to pull back to keep this game in close contention. Goes up, scores, and that's Jackson.
Need to remind people that the horn that you use in support as a fan is also part of the regulations when time expires in
and we're hearing that horn all through the game.
Have to be careful not to blow it at the wrong time.
We're hearing the horn at the after every goal score, it seems, for USA. Yes. Goes once Jackson scores or Tyndall scores, it goes off. Good movement. And you can see that USA have came back in with more intensity in this game. They're moving the ball a lot quicker down the court now. And they're also moving it with purpose. A lot of movement by the players. And Canada will start the attack. Patient passing. Looking for that moving player all the time. And John Dean continue to come out for that ball. She's rolling all over. She's high this time. And Binns is there. Overhead pass. Will she get it? No. Out of court. Umpire points in the direction of United States of America.
Pause for that fashion moment there. Shoshana Daly. Repping the national colors in her here.
No changes to the Canadian team. There were some changes to the USA team. And Brown goes to center. Daly goes to wing defense. Francis goes to goalkeeper. Graham goes to goal defense. And Tabu Yanko. A pronunciation there for wing attack.
Tabu Yaguna.
She goes to wing attack. And Tyndall and Jackson remains in the shooting circle. No changes to Tyndall and Jackson.
Could issue a challenge in the world of netball to get someone to say the name Tabu Yagona 3 times in succession quickly. But we got the correct pronunciation.
Going for that overhead pass once more. You know what? That horn continues there for the USA. Up the tempo. One goal separates these two teams. 17 to Canada, 16 to the United States of America. And Jackson will take the free. And she scores. And she locks the account. 17-all. 3 seconds call. And Kennedy cannot find a player. And she held that ball for more than 3 seconds. You don't want turnovers at this stage. And crowd goes.
Oh, and look at the look of innocence on the face.
And Canada have two moving players in the circle. A lot of energy in this game, Martin, this evening.
Yeah.
These two going at it. A lot of contesting in between players. A lot of energy. And a hard, tough defense. But USA will slow it down. Long ball into Jackson. Jackson pivot, steps in. Misses, no call, goes from the Empire. And Canada will break away.
Patient possession at this point in time.
And very patient. Janadine will collect the top of the circle and rotate. A good rotation there by Janadine. Will she score? A high release. And she will get another chance.
So she'll get the penalty shot now, Sarah Benz.
She scores.
Bangs it in.
Benz scores.
I used to ask if it was illegal to reverse the direction of the ball in netball, but the players seem to want to either go forward, or
Yes,
sideways, but
yes,
you can't go
you can
backwards with the
reset.
ball.
If there's no movement in front, there's no free play in front, you can't reset. And Canada does it well.
Good movement to get separation there by Vince and finishes it. Canada's send a pass again.
She's looking.
Moesha Brown asking who me when she had the inadvertent contact, chasing down the off the ball play.
Wow. And Wong is all over the place. Center player Wong is busy this evening.
Well, since Canada went ahead in the first quarter,
Jackson splits line.
the closest USA has
You got to
gotten.
box out on that, Martin. You have to box out when that
Yes.
card is released. You cannot allow them to get a second chance.
There goes another horn in another section of the crowd.
Well, that horn will have to be a horn for Candace time. I don't believe that USA have so much horns in the gymnasium this evening. But
Yes, I was
Ball
saying
with
the
Canada.
closest that USA got was to tying up the score line. They haven't been in front for this entire encounter. But it's either been 2 goals ahead.
good bumps past the Bings. Bings, excellent shooter in the Bings, and she looks so quiet with it. No fuss at all from Bims.
She
And
definitely
she takes
has
a
a
shot and she walks
crosshairs.
back and wipes her hands
Make
in her
sure.
uniform
Yep.
and looks forward for that nether shot.
Looks quite like a
So
sniper.
calm, so calm.
Doing some defensive work.
And her movement this evening is excellent off the ball. Bings again, comes for it, looks for it. Strong player in Bings too.
So it happened on the edge of the circle.
She's there again. Oh,
She didn't remember to dry her hands that time. But doing enough to delay and deny. Because sometimes that's all you need to do to break the momentum and rhythm of your opponent. Commit a cheap early foul. And help your defense reset. Still that 2-point cushion for Canada over USA. Nobody fool on that fake shot pass.
and Oh.
I was about to say they're trying to keep it as close as the 49th parallel, but that would be a geography lesson for people to know that that's the border between United States and Canada.
Right, oh. Long pass over, good split line. Jackson. She's over the outstretched hands of the goalkeeper.
Scores locked up
Francis.
again. It's Canada's center pass.
United States goal defense is battling with Bings. That's Graham. Battling with Bings. Hands up. And Bings again.
And I think
this time she waits her hand in her hair. Bings enjoying this one. She's working hard. Graham will start the attack from USA. Cross court pass. Will they find Jackson out of bounds? Jackson is pointing, I want it here, but they opt to put it out of bounds. Ball being built again by Canada. Very patient, resets. There's nothing wrong at all, Martin, with resetting. Janadine rotating. Look at Janadine, look at Bings. Bings looking for the overhead pass. And Bings goes all next.
the U.S. pair of Oshina Graham.
Graham, yes.
And
Graham and Francis in the circle, having a hard time with Janadine and Bings.
Yep, especially trying to keep
Bings
Janudine from getting the ball
Janudine
in a
wants to check Bings
shooting
again,
position.
Scores.
In the first quarter, Janudine was playing the traditional goal attack, moving away from the pole. And now that this half is in progress, this quarter, the defensive assignment has been switched so that Janudine now is staying more in the pivot position, as you said earlier.
And
Bings is currently free, unmarked, and waiting. But USA converting.
And Francis and Graham has to really contain these two shooters, Janadine and Bings, if they want to win this one. And
minute and a half to go.
Bings inside. She's looking for that one. Screening and moving. Janadine come through the back door. You cannot left your back door open. Someone will sneak through. And that's just what Janadine did. Came through the back door and she made that one good. Have a game on hand here.
Coming into the final minute. Slightly.
Oh.
Greater.
Driving in the circle. Misses that one this time.
Went in for that rebound almost as though she passed it to herself off the rim.
(24-21) to Canada. Long pass into Jackson. She
Last
cannot reach that
touch
one. I think seconds
US.
on the clock. I think this will be the last attack for Canada. Ball with Bings. Janadine gets it now. Bings want it.
Oh, a nice hip check there.
Janadine will retrieve that one. Oh,
Saw it.
contact call.
Sometimes you look for the upper body and it's the lower body that is doing the damage.
Francis will stand beside Bings, and Bings will take this one.
Money in the bank.
Yes, got to pay to your account. And Bings just did just that.
So it's Canada center pass, and the time is going to expire during this possession.
Janadine has it. Bings misses that final shot.
And that's it.
End of the second quarter. And Canada leads 25 to USA 21. Your thoughts on it, Martin?
the scoreline. The scoreline says 25-21, Canada over USA. But it was end-to-end stuff as usual. A bit of a switcheroo between Sarah Binns, that is, as opposed to the absent Alyssa Binns, and her teammate Shannon Jane Udine. And they're making...
And you would not believe what he said to me. He said, Andy, tell the Americans when they meet Trinidad and Tobago, they got to dig deep. They got to hang tough because they're playing against two countries.
And
that's Donald Trump for you.
The Americans
It's all right.
making a few adjustments, bringing in Tabia Gona, and she was busy at the wing attack, but then the attack didn't quite go through her on possession, and she was playing more on our side of the court, and for some reason they made the adjustment in personnel but didn't execute, and you know, as I say, use her as a conduit in attack. She was found having to do a lot more defending than attacking.
Let's see what's in the bag. What's in that bag?
Okay, we look forward to the third quarter.
I don't know.
And we'll see you in about 10 minutes. And we're out.
You can see I'm a bag man today. Let's go over this.
Looking for strength and energy? Try Ensure and Live with all-in-one nutrition for healthy bones, muscles, heart, immune system, digestion. Ensure and Live at a store near you. No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
For the USA, Jackson, 19 from 22, and Tyndall, 2 from 4. Canada, 25, the USA, 21. Bring it up, Mr. DJ.
And as the DJ's music starts to fade, let me get these halftime stats in.
Welcome back to the Security Service Gymnasium here in Barbados. The AFNA qualifiers and Canada versus USA. And the whistle gone, the ball with Canada. Sorry, with USA. Over to Jackson. And Jackson misses. Ball down the court with Canada now. Canada on the attack.
And Jackson had 8 out of 10. 8 goals from her 10 attempts. So she needs to improve if she wants to keep USA closer in. And Tyndall managed to get 1 of her 2 attempts in that quarter. For Canada, Sarah Binns had 10 of her 12. And Jenny Dean, she managed to get 1 of her 2. And they kind of like isolated her and denied her the opportunity to score. And she's managed to slip her marker that time around. And the opportunity now for Binns to bury another pair. Seems to like that 1-foot shot. Or sorry, let me make it clear for all of our English listening viewers. She seems to like to make that shot standing on 1 foot, as opposed to a shot 1 foot away from the pole.
That was Jackson. That misses that one. Ball being out of bounds. But umpire on point calls it back. A free for Jackson. Ball with Binns playing high this time around. She'll make her way back into the circle. Reset there by Canada. Good move, good rotation there, and patience there on the Canada side. And
made a couple of
Binns will take it from the top of the shore. She drops it to Jenna Dean. And Jenna Dean, safe hands of Jenna Dean. She makes it good. And Canada continues to lead this game into the third quarter, 26-22. Deflected out of bounds by the goalkeeper. Attack call on goalkeeper Francis. Shot goes up.
USA making a couple of personnel changes in their midcourt and in the defensive position. Going for a smaller goalkeeper. She was playing in one of the wing positions in the first half. But I suppose her smarts in terms of reading of passes would be more useful than
shoots short.
The size differential. And then you have to be watchful of how some of these players seem to switch off when the ball is not in their third, as opposed to being more alert and ready for the next phase of the play.
Got to be able to read the play through court. Francis is there, long pass. Ball breaks away with Canada. Canada add to the account. Bings is there. Surely will she like to deposit. She will deposit now.
Fade away jumper and she's gone to ground. And
hit there on Bings. She's okay. She will get up.
I'm always worried about wooden floors and players, especially later in the game when the perspiration levels come up. And I'm not seeing the mopping crew in.
USA gives it away again.
She's calling for the mopping crew now.
Yeah, there's an area there where Bings went down.
Yeah. Huh. The only thing I don't know is all 7 numbers in the lottery, man.
And Bings was calling for it to mop.
And that familiar squeak of the shoes on the floor as the players move around. Brings a lull in the ambient noise from the spectators as they watch the auxiliary staff help mop up that perspiration spill.
Bings with it. Outside, she looks in, finds Janadine. Janadine rolls out, and Bing collects. And she makes that one good. Good follow through, good high.
Janadine is smiling from ear to ear because she knew, oh, Bins has it, so I just need to get in my position for the next center pass.
Put it away. Bings again.
Hot hands for the night.
And she's so cool with it.
She enjoys shooting, and she definitely enjoys scoring.
Good try there from the center from Canada. Tried very hard to retrieve that one, but the ball with Canada center, USA center. Finds Tyndale and a quick pass into Jackson, but Empire was here. Obstruction. Jackson rotates with it on one leg. Obstruction call. Jackson doesn't add to the count, but let's see if Tyndale will. It bubbles out of the core to the ring. Still USA ball. Good bounce pass there by Tyndale. And wow.
Stepped off. Well, there's something I was to double check about. Stupidly escaped me. In that instance where she was trying to save the ball on her goal line, and she flings it over a third, where does the ball return to play from? That was what I was supposed to check. Because the hesitation.
You've got to ask.
Yes.
Question if the ball is outside and she flings it over a third. I think the ball will be placed at the third area, right here before you enter the attacking third. So somewhere in mid-court, because it goes completely over the attacking third.
Correct. So that was the one thing I was to clarify. Game of netball has not gone that far ahead of me for me not to know my playing conditions. And when you get two teams evenly matched and keenly contesting, it's a joy to watch.
Yes. And that's Janadine. She will take this one. Misses. She gets the rebound and scores.
And almost imperceptibly, USA losing ground further away.
Yeah,
that one trying to claw back into it, but
Canada's very consistent in their play. They're moving this ball around, looking for the obvious pass, and Janadine continue to rotate out while Ben's rotate in, and it looks like Ben is the better shooter of the two, or should I say she's taking the most of the shots, and I think our team Ben's.
Whoa.
Good save there by
good vision.
And it rolls out to the hands of Ben.
And that obstruction allows the rest of the defense to set now.
That's true.
To help deny
especially
a scoring opportunity.
The team is moving fast out of of the defensive third. They can get it reset so the team can reset. That's a plus for you.
That's the entry pass they were trying to give for the whole evening. And she likes to step into that shot.
It's a split line. Good hands.
Steal. And the advantage goes on. And there.
They misses this time around.
Yeah. Ben finding herself on the wrong side of the net.
Long pass. The USA will pitch it up the circle. Find Jackson.
Oh.
Jackson loses it.
Oh.
Replay, no. Ball scramble on. Lands into the hands of the goalkeeper from Canada. And the ball breaks away with Canada. You have a game on hand and USA is fighting back. They will break away again. Who will she find? Long pass. Looks up. Tyndall is with it now. Looks in the circle. Jackson has it. Split line. And can she deposit? Will she deposit? No, she doesn't deposit. And she does deposit now. She adds to the account.
Ooh, got away the pass in time.
She resets. Good resetting. Nothing wrong with that. You don't have it, it resets. 3-second call.
Yep. Peripheral vision, equally
here.
important in netball as in most other ball sports.
Ben steps in. Bubbles out. Over to Jackson. Jackson scores. USA have to do a lot of that.
Not sure if it's a fatigue factor or if the team dynamic has changed sufficiently. And USA is starting to click.
Yes, they're coming
cutting
back.
down that 7-point deficit.
They're fighting back.
Sweet stroking shot there.
Tyndall again. But the lights are Janadine and Bings on the other side of the court. It's telling a different story. You're not allowing USA to come too close.
I think those last two center passes gave Canada the wake-up call.
Green. That's green, no going.
So the USA's swap
Robinson.
confirmation that
So
Shanika Robinson.
Francis.
Ooh.
Francis is at the goal. Is being the goalkeeper. Graham is being the goalkeeper by Francis.
Yeah, Robinson, who started at center, has gone to goal defense.
And we got to hope that they can contain Janadine and Baines. So far, they're not containing them. Baines is having her way.
7-point lead restored.
Yeah. I like the role that Jenna Dean plays as a
Yep.
goal shooter. She
Yep.
comes for it, she pulls out wide, and she allowed her partner Bings to rotate in. I like that style. Instead of the constant poster as Jackson and Tyndall is doing there. Jackson's not moving, she's not pulling, she's just posting up and looking for it. Good defense there by Canada again. And Bins out. Jenna Dean comes for it again.
Final minute.
Rotates the opposite side, and there comes Bins. Good rotation. Will she score? It bubbles out. Making room.
And there she is hustling back up the
Keeper
court.
Green will start the attack. Advantage call. Umpire Clark allowing play.
Time is not on their side.
37 to Canada, 30 to USA. And seconds down, US will have their last attack. We have a
So
game
they
on
got
our hands.
Less than 5 seconds when this restart goes. There you go.
This be the last attack for USA. Will they go to Jackson? Yes, they go to Jackson. Will Jackson make a good shot relay? She misses.
Attempted a buzzer beater.
Wow. And we will have a very good last quarter coming up. 37 to Canada, 30 to USA. And we will see what will happen in the final quarter.
For that, we want to acknowledge some of our sponsors and donors. Obviously, it takes a lot to put on a tournament of this magnitude, and we're very grateful for those who give
And
their
Martin and
time.
Bings and Jenna Dean is playing very well. They're rotating. They're not afraid to leave the circle and come out and get that ball. With Bings rotating, and you see they're doing it lovely together. Candid midcourt, a lot of patience, a lot of movement, and getting the ball into the shooting circle. On the other hand, USA going for that long pass into Jackson and and they're not finding Tyndall that easy, so they're going straight over to Jackson. And
Under license, such as Coca-Cola,
USA will have to do a lot of work in getting the ball much safer
originals like Fruity,
into Tyndall and Jackson. And Jackson has to score. She can't afford to miss shot because she's not getting no second chance. No offensive rebounds.
What I like about the Canada team in the attacking portion with Janadine and Benz, they're making it easy for anybody else who is playing wing attack or wing defense or the center to get a lot more room and options as they float in and out of the shooting arc. And back on Canada's defense, it's Alexi Francis and anybody else.
Yeah.
Because she's actually pulling the strings from behind there.
Yeah.
And when necessary, she is, you have to use the word man marking. But it's a woman's game, but yes, man marking her defensive assignment or calling, as it is now, Shanika Robinson. Sorry, my head's all in a tizzy. Calling her teammate in the Holly Butterworth. But it's easy pickings in those two crucial areas of the court. The midcourt is neither here nor there because free-flowing, end-to-end stuff, but you have to dominate on defense and on shooting and scoring.
Who are part of the International Federations Board at one time.
We may see some changes here. Look, we have a new goal shooter and a goal attack coming in for the United States of America. We yet to get those changes, and we will see how it goes for the United States of America.
Shoshana Daly with her multicolored hair, who started for America at goal defense, is now wearing the goal shooter bib, showing her versatility. And I often said, if you know what gives trouble as an attacker, you can be a good defender. And if you know what gives trouble as a good defender, it would help you to become equally a good attacker. But it's not
the
pass
whistle.
interception, it's actually scoring that Daly is going to have to be doing. Also seems to be someone new in that goal attack for USA as well.
You have some changes here. It looks like the shooting circle goes to into the defensive circle.
Oh.
It looks like Tyndall and Jackson goes into the defensive circle. So we'll see what happens here.
It's almost like
No changes to the shooting circle for Canada. We still have
rotation
Benz
mirror
and
image.
yes, we still have Benz and Janadine. And Ben starts the fourth quarter, final quarter on the ground. Benz is there.
Her teammate, it was not very nice at all. Benz just scrambled and was rolling all over the floor. And before she could recover properly, the pass was back in her face. But she's in very good condition.
Canada attacking. Janadine is there. Benz is there. Good layoff to Benz. And Benz
Gets a friendly roll.
we hope to see if these changes in the USA team will make a difference here. Long pass to the center. Go, good
Oh,
roll.
good fake move there.
That is a good roll. Can she convert? That's
Yes.
now.
That's a highlight reel play there. Daly went right and then rotated left to free herself up from
Long
the...
pass into Janadine. She's losing her bib at this moment. But she doesn't bother. She will look for this one coming in. Oh. And Ben pops up. Misses.
When you see that coaching call of changing from your front line to your back line, as we expected, yep, the switch. It's
A lot of
Michelle
changes
Brown
here
at
with
wing
the USA
defense.
team, yeah.
As we saw, Trishana Daly is at goal attack. Alexi Francis is now at goal defense, and Oshina Graham, goal shooter, and Nikisha Tyndall,
Tyndall goes to goalkeeper.
goalkeeper.
She was the goal attack in the last quarter.
Yep.
Goals down. So, a versatile player she is. Let's see what if these changes will be good for the USA team. The goal shooter is Graham, the one that gave that beautiful roll just now. We see if Graham, and Graham is there again. And she plays it out, resets. No reason to reset there, but Graham did it. And she get a lucky roll. USA on the attack. Ball into Graham, split line. And misses. Goal attack in Daly. And Daly pops it. Ball with Canada. Canada leading. Janadine looks around, find Bings. Good overhead pass.
So the Canadian Francis and the American Francis.
Yes,
You have Alexi Francis at goal defense for USA, and Amanda Francis at goalkeeper for Canada.
Daly there. Daly has it. The Daly add to the account. Mrs. Francis is there. No whistle at this time. No time. Graham if it, can Graham scores, nose. Kinda breaks away. Kinda leading here, 39-33. Can USA pull back?
Was that a pass or did that ball just slip out of her
I
hand?
believe it slipped out of Ben's hand.
Oh,
And Ben's passed it away, looking for Janadine. Didn't find Janadine under the ring, and it goes over the head of Janadine.
They've
But
being a little bit sloppy in the attack,
yes.
Canada. And it's back now to a 6-point lead. Is this a momentum shift? Who knows?
We'll see.
But with that cushion.
I'm not seeing Ben into this game. She just touched that one. She almost lose it. Ben is there again. Can Ben hit it? She does. She get a lucky roll.
Yeah, gets that rattle and roll.
She's contented with that one.
Of course, they don't want to put the commentators' curse on anybody else. But they seem to be toying with their opponents at some points in time. Ooh.
See, that's Graham. Graham again. She drops it to Daly. And Daly plays very strong and scores.
See, it's the other arrow. Daly, you just remember Daly's the one with the red, white, and blue here. It. That's all right. Minor stuff.
Daly's the goal attack. And Graham is the goal shooter.
That's what they have on the stat sheet in front of us. But you remember who was playing with the red, white, and blue here in the defense in the start of the game. That's okay.
Okay.
In the midst of the excitement, as they call it, typos and clerical errors.
I got Daly here as the goal shooter. I got Graham as the goal shooter.
Correct.
And Daly is the goal attack.
Remember, you could have missed Trishana Daly and her red, white, and blue here at the start of the game playing at goal defense.
Right.
But that's all right.
Ball breaks away. Canada,
I've been known to be wrong, and I will be first to admit it when proven.
Ball over. Long pass out for USA. Whoa, whoa, she gets it.
Good recovery.
Very good.
Oh.
I think USA is going to implement that long pass now with 8 minutes on the clock. They will try to get the ball into the shooting circle as quick as possible. Instruction call.
Maisha Brown, the center.
Will she make it good now? Drop pass. And smart play there by the goal attack. And Daly.
They're coming with more information for us. The statisticians.
7 minutes on the clock. Benz has it. Finds Janadine. Janadine decides to go back to her center. And Janadine rotates again. Good split line. She looks at it. She doesn't get it.
Woefully short.
Oh, good try there by Benz. Off balance and still put it up. And I must say, Ben worked her hard out.
Oh, good.
Good defense.
Interception. Last touch by USA.
It's working.
And the word is the albatross, that wingspan.
Looks up.
Oh.
She makes it good.
She fought on defense to make sure that they got back possession of the netball and then ended up scoring.
USA. Some long passes. Into Graham. She scores.
I love those subtle off the ball jabs and hip checks that the girls use in netball, especially when they know that they're jostling for position.
Resets here, Canada team resets. Contact call. Benz will take the free. Bubbles out. Can it be saved by Janadine? No. Umpire on point. Step on the line.
Treading on the line, yeah.
5 on the clock. And 4 goes away. Anybody's game at this time. Long pass. Out of bounds. Umpire call in the direction of USA. Can USA bring it between three? Bring it back. Look in the circle. Into Graham. Can Graham make
Getting that
score it?
platform.
She does know. USA brings it between three. And it's their center pass. Patience here by the USA team. They're not going for that long pass anymore. Into the circle. No. Can they bring it within two? Oh my, into Graham. Can Graham convert? Contact call. And game is on hand. USA has bought this game within two.
Breaking the plane.
Infringement call against Canada. Ball is in the hand of USA. Footwork call against USA. The ball is in the hand of Canada. And Jonathan's call, she wants it, she gets it, no. Where is Benz? I know Benz looking for it also. Benz rotates, no. Gets it, no, looks up. And Benz is there.
That's her
She
range.
will want to make this one good. It bubbles out. USA breaks away.
Oh, dear.
Benz again. Benz will want to take this game away out to the reach of USA. But USA is center pass. They will want to bring it again between two.
3-point deficit. Canada be affording to make those
3 minutes left.
errors.
3 minutes, 44 seconds left on the clock. And Canada has
close
it.
game like this.
Janadine has it. Center has it. Benz is there. And Benz can be very dangerous at this time. She's popping up and taking good shots. You have to look for Benz, and they're not marking Benz. And there you go
Back
again.
up to 4.
Lee goes back to 4. Benz is there again. Ball deflected out of the bounds. Janadine. Benz rotating at the front. She's gonna pop that one.
Or attempt to.
Misses. A long pass out. A long pass over.
Contact with
call.
the pole and Francis.
Francis banger to the pole. And with a long pass in. USA know that the time is against them. And they're trying to get it in the circle as quick as possible. But Canada fighting back. 2.5 left. Martin, we got a game on hand. Footwork.
That's one of the difficulties of
Francis will take
not
this
playing
one.
in your usual position. Tactical, yes, but
And Benz is all over the place. She's coming for it. And she's finding her way back into the circle. And Benz is there again. And Benz can hit it from any place. Once the ball is in the hands of Benz, anything is possible.
she was in range, but I guess the delay in setting
I think
the
it was a free pass. You had to pass it. And it's in the hands of Benz. And Ben looks up and hits it. And time running out on the USA team. They have to keep fighting. Their 4 goes down. Ball by USA. Looking for that long pass into the circle, but Francis is there. Francis is not going to allow it to come in. They're double teaming Graham. And Graham is calling. A penalty is called.
coming up to just more than a minute to go. 45, 41.
Can she bring it?
Yeah.
Bring it within
So
3.
it's within 3.
It's within 3. Time is against
USA has to
USA.
send a pass.
USA has it. She's calling for it. Graham is calling for it. She gets it. Can she bring within 2? Umpire Clark calls it the opposite direction. She calls it for Canada. Footwork.
Canada shooting themselves in the foot there.
Seconds down. Seconds to go. Ball. Into the goal. Shoot to Graham. Graham makes it good. And the horn is blowing and the fans is cheering.
But it's Canada send the
Canada
pass.
send the pass. Seconds left on the clock. And USA down 2. And Canada loses it. And that ball will go
Not taking care of possession.
out of bounds.
It's not USA's ball. We knew that. But you try something.
Oh. Can she save it? No, it's still Canada's ball. And time's counting down. And the whistle goes.
Final whistle.
Canada is victorious. And beating USA 45-43. And what a game in the final quarter.
And the sisters are calling for the every other huddle. Make sure that you're next to an opponent. And indeed, the 2 points that Canada leapt into at the start of the game, even though they went up by 7, by 4, by 5, the seesaw game, and as it was coming closer to the end, Canada holding that advantage.
Yes, throughout the game.
A couple of times the score lines were locks, but still managed to never let USA get the lead. And in the end, the better team won.
Yes,
45-43, full-time Canada over USA.
Kudos to Binns and Janadine. They played very well in the shooting circle. I think that USA took too long to start fighting back. With more time on the clock, you never know what you will see. This US team was pulling back. But I must say, as I said, Binns and Janadine played very well together. And good luck to both teams going forward to the next game. We can look forward to the next game coming up at 8 o'clock. Barbados versus St. Martin's. And final words from Martin, and I'm out.
Yes, well, we pulled the double shift. If it's triple overtime for us, we still need to take the break now between now and 8 o'clock and go get something to eat and something to drink. It's been my pleasure. And to all who've been following the AFNA World Cup qualification here from the gymnasium in Barbados, looking forward to being with you another time. But for now, it's good night.